Hi, my name is Jacqui-Lee Pryce and welcome to Shadowboxruk.
So hi and welcome to Champ Tunes and Chat. Our guest today is Ellis Hopkins and the third person in the ring is
DJ Sai.
So welcome Ellis. How you doing?
I'm doing good, thanks. Are you?
Yeah, not bad at all. How's life been treating you in lockdown?
It's not great. It's a bit bored, but that'll be done in it. Not a lot to do.
Have you managed to do any training, or are you kind of laying off that for a while?
Because my dad has his own gym, we can still go and train, obviously. 1-to-1, I suppose. Still would have been doing a bit, but not a lot.
Yeah.
But now, sort of, lockdown's coming to an end, I suppose. We can sort of pick training up and start getting back into a bit of fitness.
Yeah. It's been tough for a lot of people, I think. Really tough.
I think it's the mental side of things, just not going from training twice a day, every day, to a couple of times a week. It's just not great.
So I know you from the amateur scene, but you've just turned over pro with MTK Global. Going to talk to you about that for a second, but I'd really like to talk to you about the amateur side of things. Your first track, what is it and why do you like it?
It's called Moment for Life by Nicki Minaj. I just like the words to it. It was gonna be my ring walk for my first professional fight. And the words are just pretty good, to be fair. Quite like it.
I fly with the stars in the skies. I am no longer trying to survive. I believe that life is a prize, but to live doesn't mean you're alive. Don't worry about me and who I fire. I get what I desire, it's my empire. And yes, I call the shots, I am the umpire. I sprinkle holy water upon the vampire. In this very moment, I'm king. In this very moment, I slay Goliath with the sling. This very moment, I put it on everything. That I will retire with the ring, and I will retire with the crown. Yes.
You've just turned over pro with MTK Global, but let's go back to the amateur scene because, you know, I've been watching your career since the amateurs, and you've made a massive impression. First, talk to me about how many bouts you had as an amateur and just a little bit of background.
I think I had 36 bouts. I think I lost 10. But you know what the decisions are like in the amateurs. Won't say any more on that.
Please don't, I'm a judge.
I had my first amateur bout when I was 15. And then I went from there, really.
Not 13.
It was not 13. That was not amateur, was it?
I like the commentator in the background. So you had amateur bouts, but I've had a look at your footage from way before. You started fighting at a really young age, didn't you? Tell me about that.
I had 6 unlicensed fights when I was 12. My dad used to do unlicensed shows. I was going to go amateur, but I was a bit fat. There weren't nobody else. When I was 12, I was like 70 kilo. There wasn't any others in that weight category, so pretty much had no choice. So I had 6 unlicensed bouts when I was about 12 to 14. And then when I was 15, I turned amateur finally, got my weight down a bit. Not a lot. But yeah, I had the first amateur fight when I was 15. I had my last one when I was 18. Managed to get 36 bouts in under 3 years. So that's pretty good for a girl.
Yeah, not bad at all, actually, to be honest with you. I did see that you guys have been out to Gleason's. Talk to me about that fight against Jennifer Lopez, because not the artist, the boxer, by the way.
I think I was confused when I read the bout list.
But do you think that it was the right decision, and then B, their sort of style? We'll talk about their sort of style in the amateur boxing.
I'm not going to sit here and say I got robbed because it was a close fight. I was very lazy in that fight. I think it was very, very close. It could have went either way. I know I can beat her. I was just lazy. I don't know. Maybe it was the journey over there.
Yeah.
She was always going to get a decision in her own gym.
Yeah.
If it was a close fight, so one of them.
Do you know what I noticed about what seems to be happening now on the amateur scene in America? That their style of boxing is very much, even though they're amateur, they box like pros, and so almost the two sports don't match, the amateur and the pro side. Do you have any thoughts on that?
Well, we all thought that when was over there was when we was training Gleason's. They all train like pros, like all the styles. They all box like pros. Not one of them are like bouncy, tip tappy shots. They're all trying to out you.
Yeah.
That's, all the coaches they all say the same as well. They train them like pros.
Ah, interesting actually. Yeah. It kind of was a bit jarring because you were trying to box her, and she was just trying to like fight, wasn't she? There was less sort of, let's say, a bit less skill.
Yeah, I didn't really get going to the third round. I thought I won the third round easy. First
yeah.
Was close.
Yeah. So Ellis, tell me about your second song. Why have you chosen it, and what does it mean to you?
It was my first ever walkout song for my first 6 fights. Maybe most of my amateur fights as well. When we actually got a ring walk. Just first ever ring walk song, I suppose.
Nice. So it has memories.
A lot.
Yeah, we ain't playing with you. Step your ass up. Yeah, we ain't playing with you. Step your ass up. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. We gon' hit 'em with the left, hit 'em with the right. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em. It's a fight, head bust 'em, head bust 'em.
Yeah. Maybe you should revive that for your pro fights.
Maybe. I was thinking about it.
Or mix it. You can get a mix of it, couldn't you?
I was thinking of getting like a song made.
Yeah, I like that, to be honest with you. So, after your amateurs, you've now fast-forwarded quite a young age to turn over pro, but you are now part of the MTK Global setup. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
And I understand that you are the first traveller to become first female traveller, I should say, to become a professional boxer. Is that true?
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. So does that feel like there's a lot of pressure on your shoulders?
I wouldn't say pressure. But I just think it's a good achievement because the amount of even male boxers, travelling boys, a lot of them don't make it to senior level, never mind pro. Like the amount you see go to the schoolboy championships, near enough every bout's got a travelling boy in it, or even a girl now. There's a lot of girls going into the amateurs as well. But yeah, not a lot of travelling boys make it to senior level, never mind pro. So I think it's just I don't know how to say it really.
Why do you think that is?
A lot of travellers, they get married really young, 16, 17, 18. They're usually getting married. And obviously everything else just takes a back seat. So
Yeah. Can understand that then. If you're trying to look after a family, your priority becomes about them rather than you, doesn't it?
Yeah. So they get married, boxing goes out the window.
Yeah. So you were supposed to have your debut, weren't you, in March? I mean, you must be absolutely gutted that, it's been postponed, I'm guessing.
Yeah, the week before there was a show in Leicester, and I was thinking, oh, one more week and I'll be able to fight, just hold out. But obviously it weren't meant to be, so not a lot you can do about it.
No, there isn't. But I'm guessing that you're sort of spending this time sort of planning for the next one. Have you, have you had a chat with anybody at MTK Global? Have you got any new dates?
We're just waiting for everything, like from the British Border Control as well. Waiting for a date, really.
Yeah. So let's have a listen to your third track. What is it? And, what memories does it bring up for you?
Forget You by CeeLo Green. It's just a song me and my mum play whenever we're in the car. We'll play it and we'll both be singing our heads off to it. Just one of them songs.
Nice.
See you driving round town with the girl I love, and I like forget you. I guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I'm like, forget you, and I forget her too. Said if I was richer, I'd still be richer. Wait, that's some shit. And although that's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. Forget you.
So we've been talking about MTK Global. You are supposed to be making your debut. Bless you. You've had to miss out because of this whole coronavirus thing. But what weight will you be campaigning at?
Looking at super featherweight or featherweight. Boxed at 60 kilos at amateur, so obviously we've dropped down a bit more than that.
Yeah.
So yeah, hoping super featherweight.
What do you reckon to some of the girls that are on the pro scene? There's a line of thought that that some people are being gifted fights, and some people are saying that the whole scene is improving because of the amateurs that are now turning over into the pro game. What do you think?
Obviously you do get the massive ticket sellers, and it does give them a big helping. Obviously I sell a lot of tickets, so I am probably going to be getting on the big shows and just down to tickets, and everyone knows that's how it works.
Yeah.
I was meant to box at the Morningside Arena show in Leicester as well.
Yeah.
The end of June or July. So I know I'll be kept busy, but yeah, I think being a ticket seller definitely helps you. Obviously an amateur background, GB background, that helps you as well. But I think if you go through the amateur route and the GB route, I think you deserve a helping hand anyway. You've got the background. Like, why shouldn't you deserve that?
Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree that if someone comes through the amateur setup, they've kind of done their apprenticeship, even though it's two different sports. We can use that argument, but yes, at least you've done your grounding. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you've been to England, you've been to GB, you've won national titles, I think it definitely helps you.
I mean, I'm seeing a difference now between the quality. I think that's what I'm sort of understanding and getting at, is that there are the girls that have done the amateurs and they're now coming into the pro scene, and it's almost spiced the scene up a little bit. Would you agree?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of girls coming through, and there'll be a lot more after when we fight, obviously, the GB girls, whether they go to the Olympics or not. And even after the Olympics, they're all going to turn pro, because not a lot of people are going to wait another 4 years. So I think it's definitely just getting better and better. I know I've mixed it up with some of the world's best amateurs, senior, youths. I've boxed them, I've sparred them. I know I can mix it up with them.
Yeah. I tell you what, I do think after the announcement, I don't know if you saw it yesterday or the day before, they were saying they may even scrap the 2021 Olympics. So obviously the one that was supposed to be 2020, now it's going to be 2021. They might scrap it altogether. I mean, do you think then that people definitely, once hearing that news, they're going to go, do you know what, I'm not sure I'm going to wait around?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people, they've waited since the last Olympics when they didn't qualify. There's quite a few of them. So I think they're definitely going to be in two minds.
Yeah.
I know I would be.
Yeah. I don't want to say I would be, but I kind of think, God, it's one of those, isn't it? It's like, do you toss a coin and go, right, which heads I stay, tails I go, or do you go, this has always been my dream, I'm just going to stick it out and put my faith in the Olympic boxing gods?
Yeah, I mean, Olympics has never been something that I've wanted to do. Like, I've never wanted to go through that GB route to go to the Olympics to then turn pro. I've always just wanted to turn pro.
Yeah. So at least you kind of knew where you wanted to go.
Yeah, I always knew since I started boxing.
Yeah, nice one.
That's
So
why I turned over so early.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because most people, like I say, they kind of go to sort of, I don't know, 2022. But having said that, there's quite a few young people turning over at the moment. I was talking to Josh Frankham. He's quite young. Obviously, Charles Frankham is young. So there's quite a few coming through, aren't there, that are very young?
Yeah, there's a lot of young lads coming through.
No, it's good.
Dennis McCann, one of them.
Yes, 19, yeah.
He'll go all the way.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, but he did massive things, though, didn't he, in the amateur scene with the Repton club?
Yeah.
So, yeah. One of the things that I wanted to ask you is, I don't know if you saw this this week on social media. There's been 2 posts, actually, where you get boxers who are bashing somebody up in sparring and then they go and post it on social media. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
No, I don't agree with that, to be honest. Sparring, at the end of the day, you get out and give them a handshake, hug, whatever, and it's done with. Like, I wouldn't do that. Unless it's one of the lads I'm beating up in the gym, that's alright.
Yeah, that's different. That's different, isn't it? Of course. That's just about putting him in his place.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that, no.
I think what it does is makes people not, or it will make people not want to spar in certain clubs, try something new, because effectively it's the rehearsal space, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of gyms have CCTV in nowadays anyway, so sort of on camera. I know my gym has, and we always watch sparring back, not to like go and video it, just to see like what's going on, what I'm doing wrong.
Yeah, but that's a different thing, though, isn't it, Ellis?
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't go and put like if I want to drop someone, you wouldn't go and put it all over Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, it's just interesting because I think the couple of people that did do it, there was a bit of a backlash, and it didn't really go down very well at all.
I'd be fuming if someone dropped me, then posted it on Instagram.
Yeah. I think, to be honest with you, what was quite interesting is how the whole boxing community got on social media and said that these 2 people are right horrible so-and-sos for doing it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of internet fans, aren't there?
Yeah, I mean, how do you feel about that? Because obviously social media is a massive part of what we do, as in, you know, we're trying to sell something, I suppose. You're trying to sell tickets, keep people interested. But how does that, you know, where's the balance with somebody doing it to, you know, expose themselves versus somebody that's doing it for almost fame and not the actual sport?
I don't know, really. A hard one to answer. Not really.
Okay. You're a social media girl, though, aren't you? Or you do little bits and pieces, though, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like to put like every day I go training. Oh, I've got to put it on Instagram. I'm just not about that.
Yeah.
Like go for a run. Oh, I've got to put it on Instagram first.
Yeah. About a year's time, I bet it would have changed because you'll have to do it.
I'll forget. I'm useless.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing to try and manage, isn't it? And I guess that what happens is people then see the people that are posting most, oh, that means they must be better than X, Y, and Z, who might be just shy and not want to post.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just not about posting every single thing on Instagram.
Yeah. Amen. I have a personal account. I don't think I've posted on it for about, gosh, I can't even tell you. That's how bad it is. Let's have a listen to your final tune. What is it? Who's it by? And yeah, why have you picked this tune?
It's called Flowers by Nathan Dorr. No particular reason. I just like the song.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I'll bring you flowers in the pouring rain. Living without you is driving me insane. I'll bring you flowers, they'll make your day. Those tears you cry, I'll try and roll away. I'll bring you flowers in the pouring rain. Living without you is driving me insane.
That's got to be a good training tune, though.
Yeah, it's a good one when you go running.
Yeah.
I would have sung it to you, but my singing is terrible, so that's how I'm boxing.
No, fair enough. Hey, listen, we all sound good in the shower.
I definitely don't.
I want to ask you, what have you learned about yourself during this lockdown period? It's been kind of tough for people, but there's been some great things that have come out of it. What are your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I've not learned a lot other than how to eat. I don't think I should air that bit.
No, a lot of people have said it, actually. I've learned how to eat chocolate in particular.
Dominoes and cookies.
Oh. You must have learned something else, though, about yourself.
I don't know. I'm not sure on that one.
Okay. And lastly, what are you most grateful for during this lockdown period?
You have to spend more time with the family, like when you're training. Obviously, my dad's his own gym. We know 3-4 o'clock comes, we gotta go and open the gym up. So you get to spend, like, my little sister, I didn't really see when I was training properly. But now I spend every day with her, and I'm getting a bit sick of it, to be honest.
I thought you were going to say something really nice at the end.
That was a nightmare.
So you're actually ready to just get back out there?
One day, training starting again. Get the weight down.
Yeah.
Get a bit of fitness back, ready for when camp properly starts.
Yeah. It's been great to talk to you. Thanks ever so much for sharing your tunes with us. Listen, looking forward to seeing your progression, Ellis. Keep us posted as well, won't you? And come back on the show when you're about to make your debut.
Yeah, definitely. It's been good.
If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber of Shadowboxruk UK, we'd love to see you, so please go ahead and subscribe now.